your opinion of Trézéguet and Ahmed Hassan.
Firstly, thank you very much for the invitation. Always great pleasure to see you and been in talk with you. And thanks for the invitation. Yeah, let me come to the point straight. Obviously, Kouka and especially Trézéguet knew Turkey very well before, and he was a very known player in Turkey. And then he went out on those years, came back again, and came to a club that I have also been have coached and been as a sportive director years ago. I know the difficulties what has been around there and that club. Unfortunately, this season was the coaching changes and the management changes. So it's always for the players an up and down, and the stability was not that what that expected. So I think the way how he presents himself is we don't need to discuss about him. He's a fantastic player, and I think he suits the Turkish football or the expectation of the fans of Turkish football. He suits that very well. So we want more. Sometimes in the game, as much as the tactical aspects, also the individual brilliance of forward lines. And so he is a type of player that can eliminate defensive lines and get behind lines. So it's quick. He has the combination formats that Turkish supporters and the coaches love here in Turkey. So he's, I think, always great to see this type of players coming into Turkey. Kouka is, we all know that he changed a lot last years, the clubs, and for himself, a bit the stability was not there. Spor is a very interesting club. I think also the region is very interesting. Also coaching changes. For any player that came from abroad to be associated in a league, and there's a instability, coaching changes, management changes. So it's always a problem for them. But he has made himself this, I think, very clear that what kind of player he is. And you don't have in the league, what I see, strikers like that quality. He's a finisher, as a one-touch finisher. He's good on the air. He can play with the two center backs. He can, let me say, make them busy so that the orientation of him is high, so that other players can make the third man running or behind lines running. So I would love to have a player like that in my team. And we all know that he's a decent personality. So that comes all in a way that he's actually very well liked in Turkey. And I made my voice very clearly that many times, many years ago, also when I was in the national team, that I think the clubs should really look into in Egyptian league, that there are so many talented players, young players, that can actually come to Turkey and then hopefully in a bigger clubs to then obviously fulfill their dreams, generally, from my opinion, than to come to international leagues, because also the Champions League, international football, and as well in last years, younger players coming up, and the interest of Turkish football is very high.